Githyanki, but I have never known family the way Jaheira knows it. My so-called cousins are simply spawn hatched from the same clutch. I will never know who laid the egg I hatched from. And until I met Jaheira's family, I never thought to wonder. Well, enough brooding. What did you need? You're full up. Dismiss someone first. Well chosen. Enough waiting. I crave blood.
The Gazette reckons Lord Gortash is the second coming of Baldur. Horsecat!
No one back home will ever believe this.
The Lodge, meeting house of the Society of Brilliance.
I'm compiling a translation dictionary so warring species of the Underdark can understand each other. It's an essential step forward.
That's curious.
Well met. I am the Society's leading expert on myconid spore telepathy. But I've had to delay my experiments. Run out of spores, you see. Oh, I miss them, those myconid spores. I don't feel quite right without them. Probably shouldn't have inhaled them all so quickly. Eh?
Ah, a surface dweller. You find yourself in the cradle of all knowledge relating to the Underdark. The Society of Brilliance. Tell me, what can the Society do for you? A Githyanki egg? What a fortuitous turn of events. I've been attempting to get my hands on one for some time now. Would you consider parting with it? The Society's coffers are deep enough to cover any expenses accrued in its retrieval. Of course.
Don't you dare consider it.
Study it, of course. The Githyanki have been a source of great debate in the Society circles in recent months. You are no doubt aware that citizens of the Underdark are held in great suspicion by those who live above ground. Many believe us to be evil. The Githyanki face similar prejudice, but I believe if hatched in a less violent, more intellectually stimulating environment, the child can overcome its evil predispositions. out of the shell, I plan to take a twofold approach. The enforced repetition of sound, moral principle from the Patarian Code, alongside a series of psionic pulses administered to the cerebral tissue. Assuming I can accelerate its growth, I should have conclusive findings within a year or two at the most. A series of moral imperatives bestowed by the great dragon deity, Bahamut. In my years of study, they're the closest I've found to moral perfection. Only under such rigorous goodness will the subject stand a chance of being cured. My findings could change the perception of Githyanki and the peoples of the Underdark for generations to come. If the child remains evil after the experiment is concluded, it will be destroyed. Such is the fate of all you specimens. Now, I'm eager to get started. So will you sell me the egg?
A Gith hatchling is not a lab rat. This Shkaketh should be bled dry for the mere suggestion.
Then I will source another subject, and the experiment will be completed without your involvement. Progress may be delayed, but I assure you, it can never be stopped. I heard laughter this morning. At me, perhaps?
My surface-dwelling friend, how long has it been? I am glad to see you well. I see your tadpole remains in its state of suspension. Your case has set us on quite the detour from our planned expedition work. We've thought about very little else. In the field seeking further subjects for study, though it has been gone for longer than I anticipated. After observing the nature of your tadpole's stasis, we felt it wise to report back to the Society. Omeloum went out into the city to seek out further undeveloped infections like yours. But I have heard nothing since. I admit, I'm somewhat concerned. We are usually sticklers for updating one another on our progress. Omeloum believed the answer to this riddle lay within the city walls and held some connection to the cult of the Absolute. I had the distinct impression it was intentionally keeping its hypothesis from me, as though even the theory would be enough to put me in danger. Why that would be, I can only theorize myself. It is rather outside my area of expertise. Omeloum is most likely safe and well, and simply absorbed in its work. However, it would put my mind at rest to confirm it if you happen across its path. Naturally, the Underdark provided us with some most unusual salvage. Plenty to keep an inquiring mind busy. Research on the surface stops during what they call night.
Once I publish my paper proving that it's just hyena mite infections that make gnolls so angry, I'll be famous.
Next, I just need to interview somebody who speaks classical Meanlock.
Changed your mind, have you? The offer's still there. A fair price for the spawn, I'd say.
To think that I'm both brilliant and...
I heard laughter this morning. At me, perhaps?
Should dangerous research be suppressed for the common good? Research on the surface stops during what they call night. I still can't get used to that.